What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video. This is a breakdown and prediction for this fight we got coming up this weekend on the Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman undercard. Yordenis Ugas from Cuba. 23 wins, 4 losses, 11 KOs versus Omar Figueroa. Omar Figueroa, I know he's undefeated. I think he got probably like 33 wins. 33 wins maybe. Um, No, 28 wins. 28 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, 19 KOs. Very good fight right here, man. The Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman undercard is well worth buying the pay-per-view. That's just my opinion. I'm not telling you what you should do, but it's a very good undercard. We got Omar Figueroa versus Yordenis Ugas, Luis Neri versus Juan Carlos Payano, um, Mike Lee versus Caleb Plant. I believe that's going to be televised for free on Fox. So overall, it's a good undercard. You know what I mean? Very good undercard. So between these two, Omar Figueroa and Dennis Ugas, it's a good style matchup. You know, these two guys are is basically a guy who likes to brawl and slug on the inside versus the outside fighter in Yordenis Ugas, a guy who likes to fight beyond his jab, keep his distance. You know, is more of a outside fighter, mid range. You know, but the man Omar Figueroa, I believe he's going to be the shorter dude. I think he's 5'7.5" as opposed to the man Yordenis Ugas was about 5'9". But I do believe um, the man the man got a longer reach, Omar Figueroa, you know what I mean? So Omar Figueroa, man, I think he's gonna slug it on the inside, you know what I mean? Try to keep Dennis Ugas out of his comfort zone of fighting from the outside. And I think that's gonna have to be his game plan. Because if he lets Omar Figueroa box, I'm sorry, Dennis Ugas boxing from mid range, keep him at the end of his jab. It's gonna be a long night for the man Omar Figueroa. He's gonna get pieced out because Omar Figueroa is not really a guy who's got a lot of head movement. It's more of a Frankenstein stalker type of guy. Gonna come forward and he's just gonna be letting his hands go. Got some nice sneaky body shots, nice uppercuts on the inside. Now he's gonna test the fortitude of the man Dennis Ugas. Dennis Ugas is a good fighter. I thought he won his last fight versus Sean Porter. I thought Sean Porter boxed the wrong type of fight. He tried to outbox the boxer, and I don't know about y'all, but I thought Sean Porter lost that fight. You know what I mean? Dennis Ugas lost a split decision, but I do think that Dennis Ugas was the winner of that fight. I thought he won that fight. Stupid game plan, in my opinion, from uh, um, Sean Porter. You know, maybe Sean Porter trying to preserve himself and not every single fight go through a war. But at the end of the day, Dennis Ugas is not a power hitter. You know what I mean? He's not a guy who's going to knock your head off your shoulders. So I think Sean Porter, he boxed the wrong type of fight. So Omar Figueroa better not go in that ring trying to box with this Cuban. You know what I mean? He's going to have to step on the gas, cut off the ring, body shots, slow him down, stop all that movement. You know what I'm saying? He also has a longer reach. You know what I mean? He's also gonna have to use a little head movement. He does have the little kind of cross arm kind of defense, Tim Witherspoon style. He doesn't do it as often, of course, with him being the orthodox fighter. He be keeping his right hand like a kind of across his face, you know what I mean? And you know, that's just something I've noticed from the man Omar Figueroa, you know, when they say, because the man really doesn't have a lot of head movement. Well, that's basically what he tries to do for defense, you know what I mean? I think the man, Dennis Ugas, is going to try and use a lot of movement, box on the outside, try use his jab, but I think the man with Dennis Ugas is going to be caught in a slugfest, and overall, they might this fight is going to go the distance. I don't think anybody going to knock each other out, but I think they both going to take some hits. But I think Omar Figueroa is built for this. You know, he ain't undefeated for nothing. You know what I mean? The man fights once a year, to preserve his hands because he's very injury prone, you know. But I do believe he's the better fighter. You know what I mean? You know, Omar Figueroa is a guy that I've been watching for a while, and I think he's a underrated fighter. He's a guy who beat Errol Spence in the amateurs. You know what I mean? So that got to count for something in his skill set. You know, he's a guy who semi-retired Robert Guerrero. You know what I mean? You check it, and he put hands on Guerrero. You know what I mean? Dropped him about 3 or 4 times. You check it, so I think that the man Omar Figueroa should win this fight via unanimous decision or maybe split decision. Close fight, but I give him 7 rounds to 5. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a fight, an entertaining fight. There's gonna be some big shots landed by both guys. Both guys really can't crack an egg. You know what I mean? But maybe the accumulation is gonna. That's what's gonna have to occur. Accumulation of punches from the man Omar Figueroa to stop the man Yordenis Ugas from all the movement he does and trying to flick out that jab and trying to outbox his opponent. You know what I mean? You know, the man can let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? Yordenis Ugas can throw combinations like he did versus what's that guy's name? Thomas Delorme. You know what I'm saying? But I think with the man Omar Figueroa being all over on top of him, it's going to be hard to let off them combinations. You know what I mean? He's also going to be trying to slug it out at the time because I think Omar Figueroa will be on the inside. And I do have Omar Figueroa winning this fight. So let me know what y'all think about this fight. A very good fight, in my opinion. One of the best fights on the card. You know what I mean? Big ups to both fighters. You know, I know this fight gonna propel them probably to world title contention sooner than later. And big ups to PBC for actually throwing this guy Dennis Ugas a bone, putting him on the undercard over Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, because a lot of people thought he won that fight, and a lot of people thought Sean Porter won the fight too. That's what we call a controversial decision. Be Marsh Box, leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm out of here. Peace.